It's always interesting to consider the basis of true love. So many people have different ideas about what love is, and so many people are running around trying to love others and exact it on other people like it's some form of doing. Interestingly, love is something quite different than something you can give to others or apply to someone. As we start to realize that we live in a world of conditionality and ideas, we realize that love is the absence of conditionality. And that means that it's not something that can be specifically applied to a special relationship or a special thing or a special person, because that makes it conditional. The paradox is that if you only apply your love to certain things and not others, or you apply your love because of certain situations or certain criteria that other person or the other thing you need to love must comply with, then you are not without condition. Love is the feeling that you get when there are no criteria upon which you have a relationship with the world, life, and the things that are in it. When there is no idea separating you and the other. There is no differentiation between you and the other. So instead of compartmentalizing the people you know, for instance, into the strangers, the people who may be your colleagues at work, the family you've got, your friends, and maybe this special person that you're going to have this special relationship with, that requires you to apply conditionality and have reasons and ideas about each category of person, and to only feel a certain way or have a certain relationship with each category of person dependent on your ideas of what that person is and where they fit within your reality. And that's true of the places you go, the foods you eat, the animals you meet, the surroundings you have, and the things within your surroundings. If you are applying ideas to everything and sifting them out or filtering them into things I like, things I don't like, things I like a lot, and things I love, and then loving the things you love, then you clearly are in a place of differentiation, you're in a place of conditionality, you're in a place of deciding what level of connection you're going to have with the things in your environment and even with yourself, based on the ideas you've got about them and about you. Obviously, self-love is the idea of, do I like myself and do I love myself? Well, if I were to say that I've got conditions upon which that I do love myself, I love myself if I behave this way, if I do these things, if I say these things, if I'm good at these things, but not unless those things are true, then I'm applying conditionality, and that gets in the way of love. Love is this absence of having to think about the relationships you've got with the world, with the things, with yourself, and with the other people. It's the absence of the differentiations that you have in your idea sets about everything in your world. It's not contingent about what people say to you or the way they behave, and it's not contingent on the way your surroundings feel or the situation you're in or even your own behavior. Love is when you are thoughtless, when you have no criteria. The phrase unconditional love hints at the reality of love. Love is the absence of conditions, absence of idea, absence of criteria upon which you will have a relationship with something. Because if there's conditions, then that's not love. That is you following a idea of what you think love should look like and applying it only to the specific things that require and deserve your love, including yourself. But in the absence of ideas, in the absence of the resistance that comes from the ideas that you are applying to either yourself and others, there are no special relationships with things, with other people, with yourself, with situations. You are in total peace with everything. You are connected to everything. And in the absence of an idea that separates you from the others, there is no others. There is just you as the whole and life itself. Because we're not all different fragments of life. We're not all in life or having life. We are life. And if we differentiate the constituent parts of life and categorize them and decide there's conditions upon which we like different parts of our life and different fragments of what we experience, then we are not within and connected to life itself. Life is all of it. Life is the others, it's the things, it's the situations, it's you, it's everything. And after you start to notice that you've been applying ideas and constructing concepts onto everything and giving it polarity or categorizing it, I like this much, I like this that much, I love this, I hate that. As soon as you realize that they are just your ideas and they are separating you from everything else, you suddenly realize what love is. It's the absence of those conditions. And suddenly, in the absence of those conditions, you are in love with it all. And love is the connection you feel in the absence of your own ideas.